Good morning. We're back in Middle Earth and we are going to head out to see the blue lady.
Greetings.
So we're going to grab a boat out to Talrenin because we don't want to swim all the way out there. And then we're going to avoid the salamander because we don't feel like fighting him. And we're going to start swimming. Well, I think we're going to start swimming. There we go. Maybe it'd help if I remember which button is the auto run. How far do we have to go? Not too far. So, good morning. To anybody who's watching, I really appreciate you. And I hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, well, hit the likes button. Or if you're not, hit the dislike button. And if you would, leave a comment. Tell me what you like about the videos or don't like and you think I could improve on. And if you do like the content and want to make sure you don't miss anything, well, hit subscribe and hit that bell for all notifications so you don't miss a video. And thank you. Now, we look way out in the distance, we see, well, can we see it from here? Kind of. We see a little cove there. And if I remember right, there are some mobs hanging out just outside the cove. Nothing we can't handle, right? I mean, we handled giants, so we should be able to handle whatever's here. It's very pretty. Of course, it's a very clear and starry night. I hear they're adding a new, not a whole new area, but like a little zone. And that's going to come with update 32. From what Andang said, oh, and if you like LOTRO content, subscribe to Andang. He's got some good stuff. And so does Louis 7. I will leave links to their channels in the description box. But, what was I saying? Oh yes, from what Andang said, the new zone is pretty uninspiring, much like Wildwood. Although I kind of enjoyed Wildwood. It was an interesting little zone. Had some fun quests. Got to meet a couple interesting characters. But, generally, this new zone, well, it's pretty generic looking, according to him. I'll take a look at it regardless when it comes out. Maybe we'll go take a look at it together. That should be interesting. I believe it's a level 45 zone, so maybe we'll squeeze that in between Trollshaws and Misty Mountains. We'll get at least a look at what it is. Alright, now we can see where we're headed. See, this area here kind of looks like an alcove in the middle of this crop of, I was going to say rocks. They're not rocks, it's a mountain. And now we see it even better. Now we can see the big giant waterfall. So that is where we're headed. And when we get there, we will discover there's a small cave. Not so small cave, but okay. For argument's sake, it's a small cave. And we will meet the blue lady, Gwindeth, for the first time. It's a very pretty spot. And we could have gone all the way around the lake, past where the Guardian are, past where the giants are, past where the wood trolls are, and gotten there, but it's actually just as fast to swim across. So you see this beautiful waterfall, and it's like, well, where's this cave? Well, you jump over this log, run through this waterfall, and there's the entrance to the cave, right there. And like I said, it's probably not really a small cave, but it is very pretty. Come on, get up there. Okay. Of course, we fell in, and now we have to swim around. Nice glowy stones. As you can see, it's actually very beautiful, and once you get in here, it's not really a cave at all, because it is open to the sky. It's just kind of a hidden spot, full of moss snakes and moss frogs, and there she is. What brings you to this place?
Why do you trouble me?
You are the messenger from Aragorn, son of Arathorn, lord of the Dunedain. You speak with his voice, and he shall be judged by yours, messenger, for he chose you as his agent. If there is much of Elendil in him, I do not doubt that Aragorn, son of Arathorn, will be found worthy. If there is not, the slither will remain where it has lain for centuries.
Pray your need is worthy of my time.
Before he went away to his doom, Elendil often spoke with me beside Ninwil. We would walk among the reeds and speak of his kingdom, and he treated me with grace and respect. It is for the memory of great Elendil that I maintain the lake and protect the relics of his line. At the behest of Arnlaith, the last king to sit enthroned in Annúminas, I permitted the waters of Ninwil to wash over the walls of the city, and the treasures of proud Elendil now sleep soundly in the watery half-light. The adamant you seek, the slither that passed from Gil-galad to Elendil and his line through the safekeeping of Círdan, the shipwright, cannot be reclaimed without my permission. It was the will of Amlaith that the slither be kept safe, even from those of Elendil's line, for fear that its light would be wasted unduly, or the stone taken by the enemy. The island of Talrinin has been overrun by salamanders, corrupted beasts that singe the grasses and taint the waters of Ninwil. Swim northeast to Talrinin, in the center of the lake, and defeat the salamanders you find there. Perhaps when you return, I will have proof of the worthiness of Aragorn, son of Arathorn, through his messenger. Alright, so, she is not easily swayed, unlike the rangers. We must prove our worthiness to her. And we're going to start by swimming all the way back to Talrinin to fight some salamanders, because of course we are. So we are headed back out that way, because we can see. You know what? I wonder if there's a shorter swim to Talrinin. Let's see. I am over here. I could run this way and swim from there and see if it's faster. So we'll try that. And we can also do the hop swim. Excuse me, while I grab this dwarf iron, you just stay in your lane, Mr. Gordane. Oh, you're going the opposite direction, even better. Okay. Oh, more dwarf iron. Excuse me, we'll grab that. Thank you. Kind of wish it was platinum instead, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. We'll take whatever we can get to get our prospecting level up. And let's see. Now entering Talrun Inn. I know I'm close, but I'm not quite that close to it. Boy, I bet you this was a beautiful place in its prime. I mean, just look at the ruins that are left behind. Okay. Alright. So let's kill some. That's not a salamander. That's not a salamander. Oh, those are salamanders, though. Oh, come on. Alright, this is slow. Let's gather a few of you up. Alright, thank you. Thank you very much. Alright. Well, that was a lot easier. That's a turtle. Oh, it's a turtle that noticed us, though. Okay. Go to sleep, baby. Thank you. Now, let's go find a few more. 6 more salamanders. We should find our salamanders in here easily enough. Okay, come on. You. Yep, follow me. You. Okay. Oh. Come on. Oh, did I lose a couple of you? I did. Okay. Alright. Oh, and we're done. So, back to Gwindeth we go. Now, here's a trick I haven't told you about before, because it does cost myth, but if you have finished a quest and you want to get to the quest location faster, if you noticed your quest, buy it, it has a mithril coin. If you click on it, it says travel to the objective for 1 mithril coin. So we are going to waste 1 mithril coin, hit OK, and we are immediately taken back to Gwindeth.
Why do you trouble me?
You have defeated some of the salamanders that lurk now on Tal Runin. There are many who would do such a thing when asked. Why should this prove yourself worthy of what you seek, or prove that Aragorn has grown since I last saw him? Like I said,
mind my words,
very
traveler.
hard to convince. Did you see the statue of noble Elendil that stands upon Tal Runin? One of them has been corrupted by the vile salamanders, tainted with dread ichor, and the other has been removed from its pedestal. The statue itself has been lost. If you can restore both of the statues, I may be able to more readily judge your worth and the worthiness of Aragorn, son of Arathorn. When both statues of mighty Elendil once more stand untroubled on the southwest and southeast shores of Tal Runin, I will speak with you again on this matter. You will need a cleansing draught of some kind to restore the statue the salamanders have ruined. Elves have come to the Eavespires, for to the north and east of Rushengel, where a stream flows the lake, they may prepare such a draught for you. I do not know where you may find the missing statue. Perhaps the scavengers of Osferod have seized it. Okay, so we're going to go visit the elves at the Eavespires and see what they require for the drought. And I'm pretty sure our good friend at Osferod has been busy putting together a statue. And what do you want to bet? It's the statue we need. So let's head out to the Eavespires. And it looks like there is somebody else out here probably questing. Oh, okay, so we can't run it. That's a big old bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. You just stay over there. I'm not interested in fighting you. And there's our Mr. Gordane. There's a baby bear. And how far are we from... Oh, we are quite a bit away from... Oh well. It'll take us a minute to get there. At least we can do it via horse and not via swim the whole way. Huh, look at this one here, just kind of hanging out on the cliff. Oh, look, he's gonna beat me. And I got a few things chasing me. Yeah, so as long as they don't knock me off my horse, I'm fine. Even if they knock me off my horse, I'm fine. They won't be, though. And if you look off in the distance, we can see Rantost. Another place that was probably really nice at one point. I guess if you're in a mountainous region, building with stone makes sense, doesn't it? There's plenty of raw material to work with. More dwarf iron. We'll take it. There. Oh, we're actually a lot closer than I thought we were. Very good. Oh, excuse me. Rude. I'll just take this. And I have a cloud of glow around me right now. Alright. Now, will you follow me here? Ah. Oh, you are going to follow me. Come on. Come on. Nope. I guess I'm on my own here. Wait. Ah, there we go. I thought that he would attack it eventually. And we need to talk to our good friend here. It is well that you could join us here, friend. Well, I'm glad.
Greetings, friend.
You have come from Gwindeth. She does not often pass the waterfall that covers the entrance of her home, but I have seen her beneath the trees now and then. I know, too, of the great respect she bore for the kings of Numenus, and that they bore for her. It is said that the last king of the city asked her to raise the waters of Ninuel over the walls, but I do not know why he would do such a thing. You seek a draught that may cleanse stone of the corruption of the salamanders. I can give such a draught to you. Take it to Talrunen and use it to restore the statue of which you speak. I have a refreshingly brief conversation with someone new. Longbow is slow of speech in the nature of his kind, and Urshield does not have the patience that she once had for my mischief, though that is to her credit. So he was happy to see somebody he could talk to. And now we're heading over to Osferrod.
What can I do for you?
To visit our good friend Robin and see if he has indeed completed the task of putting that statue back together, which I'm pretty sure he conveniently has.
What do you need?
I love how this is supposed to be a fast travel ride, but it takes you like halfway to the moon before it actually fast travels. Alright, so we are at Osferrod. We see an unfriendly man here because a few of these will not change their ways no matter what. Bill Tripper and I had a bit of sport with the locals. Yeah, I bet you did. Hello, Robin.
I'm sorry to trouble you,
Madriel, I had not
will
thought
you
to see you
help
again
me?
so soon, but I am glad indeed to have been mistaken. In point of fact, it seems that a fortuitous wind has brought you here to me on this day, for I have good news. I have finished the remaking of the statue of Elendil you brought to me in pieces. You say that you know whence the statue came. How wonderful! You would do well to return it to its rightful place. I will give you the statue and trust you to bring it to the pedestal on which it once stood. Talrunen, you say? Very well. Go carefully, and let us set right what the robbers of Evendom have despoiled. Like I said, very conveniently, he has finished the statue and eagerly awaited my presence. So, back we go to Tinadir. We have the formula we need to clean one statue, and we have the statue we need to replace. Very convenient. And it's very, very foggy right now, too. Boy, look at that fog. Alright. Back to Taurunen and all of its salamanders. And one very misguided lore master.
What can I do for you?
We want that one. Okay. Off we go. And it looks like the first statue goes right here. And there is the statue of Elendil. Restored the missing statue of Elendil on Taurunen. Now, we need to find the other one and clean it. We're going to get on our horse. And it says it is off this way somewhere. So we're just going to piss off a few salamanders on the way by. Probably a lot more than just a few. And I got a couple chasing me. And here it is. The corrupted statue. Well, you are stubborn. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of you too while I'm at it. Alright. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that fast, but, you know. What can you say? It's a video game. I'm gonna do the jump swim. Do the jump swim. I do like the reflection of the trees in the water here. You don't really see the trees themselves until you get closer, but you see the green of them in the water. Which would seem pretty accurate. Not perfect, but accurate enough. And we have entered southern Emmanuel. You know, Emmanuel. Not sure how to say this one. Well, it doesn't matter. We're here. And now we just need to ride back over to see Gwindeth again. And see if this will satisfy her. Gordane, bear. Lots of brush. Platinum. You just stay in your lane, dog. Okay. Alright. And we'll swim the rest of the way. lily pads. How cute. And I guess there did used to be mobs outside of Rushendale, but there aren't anymore. It really is a nice place. Bet you it's a little chilly down here, though.
Mind my words, traveller.
You have restored both statues of Fel Elendil. I am pleased with your doing. Perhaps Aragorn, son of Arathorn, chose well when he sent you to me with his request. Calenglad spoke well of you, and he has always been true. I was always a friend to the kings of old, and I will not betray the trust they placed in me or the respect they bore me. There is one final test. If you are able to meet my last request, I will allow you access to the tomb of Elendil and the Slither. Surely the Lord of the Dunedain has prepared you for this test. If he has not, it must be that he has learned nothing since I last saw him, and I will not surrender the Slither to you.
Pray your need is worthy of my time.
Listen well, messenger. Elendil never returned from the wars to which he searched in the south, but the Slither came by various keepers to Valandil, his heir, who placed it in the deepest chamber of the tomb. I wished often that the body of Elendil might be brought to rest in Annúminas, but it was not to be. When the Dunedain abandoned the city, Amleth spoke to me as the kings were wont to do. Gwindeth, he asked, long have you aided the line of kings descended unbroken from the noble Elendil. Your counsel is true, and the respect we bear for you unquenchable. I fear that Arnor cannot stand divided. There are too few of us left to hold Annúminas. We will move to people to Fornost in the east, and I hope we could survive the dangerous days that lie before us. It is said that you have the gift of foresight. I beseech you, Gwindeth, to give me an answer. Will Arnor survive the days ahead? I will tell you that the rest of the tale, if you are able to satisfy my final demand, the demand that Aragorn could not. I ask you to give me that which I value most. If you cannot, the Slither will remain forever out of your reach, and out of the reach of Aragorn, son of Arathorn. Give me that which I value most, messenger, and I will tell you what I beheld for Arnor and the line of kings. Well, she has mentioned it a bunch of times, and other people have mentioned it about her a bunch of times, but what she desires the most is respect. So, there we go. All you have to do is bow to her.
Pray your need is worthy of my time.
You are no mere messenger. Tell me your name. Welcome at last to Gwendolthrond, Medriel. Your time among the Dunedain has not been wasted, and I see that Aragorn made his choice of agents with care. He has indeed learned much since I beheld him deep within the tomb of noble Elendil. He was young then, and did not understand the greatest gift of all, the gift that Elendil and his line gave sparingly, if at all, the gift of respect. I told you I would finish the tale of Amleth and the Slither, and I will do so. Amleth asked me if Arnor would survive the coming darkness, and I told him what I saw. Your kingdom will fall, Amleth, king and son of kings, I said to him. I cannot see what misfortune awaits you at Fornost, but my heart tells me that if you bring the Slither from Annúminas, it will come by unknown paths to rest beneath the deepest ocean. He received these sad tidings with grace, and after a moment appeared to strengthen his resolve. My kingdom may be already lost, Gwyneth, but I would ask you one last favor. Raise the waters of the lake over the walls of the city, and allow the flood to preserve what treasure remain here. The slither will stay where it lies, at the bottom of the tomb of Elendil, and none shall disturb its rest until one of my line has need of it beyond all hope. You shall be its caretaker, fair Gwindeth, if you will accept this duty. It was done as Amlath requested. When the last of his people had left the city, I raised the waters and drowned the city beneath the deluge. So it has remained for hundreds of years. Return now to Calenglad, and tell him that I will lower the waters of the flood to allow you access to the deepest chambers of the tomb of Elendil. Aragorn will have his slither. So, we have finally satisfied her requirements. And isn't she lovely? And actually, there is a dress in the game. I think I got this dress. Let me find out. I have a... here it is. It is not exactly like hers, but it is close enough. So, let me stand next to Gwindeth. Kind of wish I had the arms to go with that. And as you can see, this dress here was definitely inspired by her. Alright, so, did we get a screenshot? Yes, we got a screenshot. Okay. Alright. Now, we will return to our usual gear, because we don't want to run around in a pretty dress if we're trying to fight stuff. We want our old fighting clothes. Our old, comfortable fighting clothes from what, the first age? Nope. The end of the second age? I can't remember. I don't think she can either. It's been that long. Alright. So, off to Tinadir to talk to Calenglad. And at this point, I will be honest, I don't know if we're going to be able to continue, because I thought for sure that this quest is a fellowship instance, but we'll find out. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, we have returned to Calenglad in Tinadir. Oh, Sir Calenglad, I should probably be facing you, not at your back. Okay, that's better.
What do you need?
You have returned. What is Gwindeth's decision?
What can I do for you?
Gwindeth has agreed to lower the flood waters to the tomb of Elendil. I am filled with amazement that you were able to accomplish such a wonder. I do not know what you will find in the freshly unfolded portion of the tome. It might be best to bring allies with you. Yep, it's a fellowship. I fear that the tomb robbers that prowl Evendom will take advantage of Gwindeth's decision. Long have the waters prevented them from gaining access to the lowest levels of Elendil's tomb. Now that the barrier will be gone, the robbers will rush to seize what treasure they may. One such band is led by Idella Cryptbreaker, a notorious robber, and she will not remain idle with the promise of riches unclaimed. Gather allies and speak to me when you are ready to journey to the tomb, and I will show you inside. Confront Idella if you find her within the tomb, and reclaim the Slithar for Lord Aragorn. Okay, so we'll go take a quick look, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my behind kicked down there.
Greetings.
that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. Alright, we've cleaned our bags out a little. So, we're going to go take a quick look. Like I said, this is a fellowship with no solo option.
Respect, the one thing Gwindeth desired most, has earned passage into the tomb of Elendil, the resting place of the last Silthar. But with the lowering of the floods, robbers and thieves have taken the opportunity to plunder the tomb.
Alright. Okay, let's continue. Okay. We'll grab this tomb robber up here. Oh, heck. Okay. Thank goodness for that stone. We'll not be using that one willy-nilly. Looks like we've emptied out this section. Okay, it's ready. I feel like we're gonna need it. Oh, you stinker. Okay. Wow, we're having a rough go of it, and that was just the beginning. Okay, or... yes, our stone is ready again. Okay. Looks like we have a number of mobs there. This is not going to be ready for another minute and a half. You're getting on my last nerve. Shut up. Alright, so 2 mobs here. We have barely gotten past the entrance of this place. Okay. 2 more mobs here. Okay. Right. We have mobs to the left, mobs to the right, mobs ahead. Okay. This may not be one we can finish easily. Or at all. Because I remember the final mob is quite the thing. But, so far we have gotten... Well, we've gotten past the entrance, and that's more than I thought I was going to do. Okay. Okay. We'll try to get past these guys, but we are running out of time for the day. I definitely don't have time to finish the whole thing, even if I could. Barely have time to get much past where I'm at. Oh, hello. I mean, if you want to come over here and fight. Oh, speaking of fight. Okay. Well, that was my adrenaline rush for the day. All right. All right, come here, buddy. Well, we have gotten past those guys. Now, looks like our next up is a guy with a wolf. A bunch of mobs in here. But, like I said, we're run out of time for the day. And I have to deal with a pair of siblings, kitty cat siblings, that are fighting each other at the moment. So we are going to go ahead and leave the instance. We'll give this one more try next time. But like I said, I don't think, when they say a fellowship for this one, they mean a fellowship for this one. Doesn't mean we won't give it a shot, but that's the way it is. Okay. So next time, we're going to give this one more shot. If we can't make it through it, then our next step will be to go see people in Rivendell and start the stuff in Trollshaws. Until then, bye for now.